Hey everyone, it's Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We are just, look at that, 9 days and 16 hours away from the first college football game of the season, a big one between Miami and Florida. Of course, in the next 9 days, we will be providing our previews and predictions on the 2019 college football season. All right, you people love predictions. I love predictions. I grew up watching Jimmy the Greek on CBS, NFL Today, and that's really where I caught the fever for making those prognostications and predictions each and every season, both in the NFL and in college football, going way back. I hate to give away my age, but I made my first NFL predictions in 1979. I made my first college football predictions in 1982, and I have not missed a NFL game or a top 25 college football game prediction since. Meaning I've made the prediction. I've missed a few, but I have not failed to predict a game either in the postseason or regular season in the NFL or in college football top 25 games. And then, of course, at some point it became in vogue to predict the games against the spread, and then I added that on. So I thought I would post this video to basically run down what my prediction record has been going all the way back to 1970. No, we're not going all the way back to 1979 or 1982 for college football. We'll go back the past 7 or 8 years to run down my prediction record. And I wanted to also make this announcement that for this college football season, my weekly predictions will be available at our Voice of College Football community. So if you grab the link in the description section below, on the second line next to the Voice of College Football community, that link will take you to the sign up that will make my predictions available to you each and every week during the college football season. I do not claim to be a handicapper. I do not claim to be an odds maker. I do not spend hours and hours of research to try to crunch the numbers to determine the winner straight up or against the spread. This is a hobby for me. I think you understand in watching the videos and in following the channel, hopefully you do, like, comment, share, and subscribe, that I pour myself into the analysis, the discussion, the debate with the best bloggers, broadcasters, and writers in the industry, and of course, analysis from myself. So I don't have time to pour over the numbers, nor is it my expertise to try to beat the money line or the point spread on a regular basis. It is not my bread and butter. However, over the course of 30-some years, it has been proven very consistently that I predict the games pretty well. I'm not the best in the business, but pretty well. Let's run down the prediction record, but before we do, in addition to the predictions being available each and every week at the Voice of College Football community, you'll find that link in the description section below. Also, keep in mind that we have a joint effort going on between myself, a number of YouTubers out there, Volunteer Roadshow, and the cause that he has initiated for his son, Sam, and then also St. Jude's Hospital and betnow.eu. And so if you love to bet on football games, go to betnow.eu. And again, we've provided the link down below, and that's the personal link here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. So if you go to that link and you sign up and use the promo code MRTVCFB, use that promo code, and you get 50% added to your account, and it goes to a good cause. So keep that in mind. If you like to throw a few bucks on the games and you want an added lift to get yourself jump-started in week one, 50% extra added to your account. So if you start with $100, you get $50 added on, and you can do the math from there. Or maybe you can't, but that's why we have calculators. So again, 2 offers right there. The Voice of College Football community for my weekly predictions, and then also at betnow.eu. Down in the description section below, grab that link next to the hashtag SamStrong to sign up there and get 50% additional added to your account if you use the promo code MRTVCFB. All right, my prediction record through the years. In 2018, in college football, in predicting against the money line. So what I do each and every week is I pick all the top 25 games. And I understand, especially early in the season, many of those are give-me's. Alabama's playing the Citadel. I predict the game anyway, just for record's sake. So the record and the percentage should be really good. But I pick all the top 25 games, and then I tack on any games of relevance. If Notre Dame and USC are neither in the top 25, I will still predict that game and consider that a relevant game because of the tradition and the name brands of the programs, and include that in my weekly prediction. So the top 25 plus. All right, so in predicting those games, last year I went 217-75. That's against the money line. That's straight up a 745 winning percentage. Interestingly enough, I think that's the worst season I've ever had, 745. So I predicted 75% of the games correctly, straight up. Again, that's the worst I can remember doing. That's certainly the worst. I went back to 2011, and that's the worst I've done against the money line. In 2017, I hit on 80%, 80.2 to be exact, at 219-54. 2016... that was a down year at 758 winning percentage, 188 right and 60 wrong. In 2015, I hit on 205 right, 62 wrong. That's 768 winning percentage. You guys should play along during the season yourselves. Be honest, predict the games. Even against the money line, it's not that easy with all the upsets that are included throughout the season. In 2014, 222 right, 44 wrong. I was on a tear in 2014, hitting on 83.5. In 2013, 219 right, 47 wrong. That's an 823 winning percentage. 2012, 211-54. That's 796, just below 80%. And in 2011, 219-44. That's an 83.3 winning percentage. So again, I go all the way back to 1982 in predicting college football games week to week to week to week. So I'm just taking it back to 2011. I could go back and dig up the records and the winning percentages before that, but it's pretty easy to see that I can just about guarantee that I'm going to hit on 80% of the game straight up against the money line. All right, now let's look against the spread in college football. Last year I had a decent year. So if you know anything about trying to predict the games and bet the games against Vegas, you have to hit about 53% right. I think the number is 52.4 to break even and then start to make money, because Vegas takes their cut, which is roughly 10%. Most of the games against the spread are a negative 110, meaning that if you take either team, it's negative 110. Sometimes they play with that just a bit, but it's basically negative 110, meaning you have to lay down $110 to make 100, minus 110. If you see the plus sign in front of that figure, that means that if you bet $100, then you win 110 net if you predict the game correctly. Okay, so last year I went 143 and 122. That was a 540 winning percentage, so you make some money there. The year before, in 2017, I was 155 and 114 against the spread. That's 576. I will take that anytime. In 2016, I believe, I'm almost positive, I can just about guarantee this. This is the only time I've ever finished under 500 against the spread. 2016, 113 and 120. What was I doing? 485. 2015, I was 129 and 125, just barely over 50% at 508. 2014 was a slim year as well at 136 and 129, 513 winning percentage. 2013 turned out okay at 129 and 117. That's 52.4 against the spread. 2012, 134 and 117. That's a 53.4 winning percentage. And then going back to 2011, I hit on 140 and missed 127. That's a 534 winning percentage. So you may be doing some addition here to determine that I predict more games against the money line than I do against the spread. So keep in mind, I predict all the games against the spread in the top 25, similar to the games that I predict against the money line. But there are certain games that are taken off the board and there is no spread involved. If Florida State's playing in a good year, playing Bethune-Cookman, then there may not be a line on the game. So there's going to be slightly fewer games that I predict against the spread than I do straight up, because some of the games that they take off the board in regards to the point spread. There is no point spread. All right, in bowl play, these are the records straight up against the money line. And what was kind of odd last bowl season is that about 5 games into the bowl season, you know how they always schedule those 5 games on the opening Saturday of bowl season, highlighted by the Las Vegas Bowl. But you've got the New Mexico Bowl, you've got the R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, and you've got a few others. You've got 5 games on that opening Saturday. Then they have a scattered few games on a Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night throughout that first week of bowl play before Christmas. I actually was so entrenched in cutting videos, previews, and analysis of the games that I forgot to predict 5 or 6 consecutive bowl games this past season. So there were 41 bowl games, I think, with the college football playoffs included, and I only predicted 34 because then it struck me at some point after missing about 5 games. Oh yeah, I predict all the games. I forgot. So against the money line in 2018's bowl season, I went 24-10. That's a 70.6%. I'll take it. 2017, 24-15. That's 615. In 2016, I went 20-21 straight up. Awful, 488. 2015, 25-14. That's 641 against the spread. I'm sorry, that's 641 against the money line. In the 2014-15 bowl season, I went 23-12 straight up. That's 657. 2013, 25-10. That's 714. In 2012, 23-16. That's a 590 winning percentage. And in 2011, 23-12. That's another 657 percentage year. So you can pretty much gain from that in bowl season, I will predict about 65 to 68% straight up against the money line. Against the spread in bowl season, last year, nice record, nice showing here at 21-13. That's 618 winning percentage. 20-19 the year before at 513, not good enough. 20-21 the year before at 488. I believe that's going to be one of the few bad below 500 records I have in bowl season against the spread, but there's a really bad one coming up. In 2015, I went 23-16 against the spread. That's 590. In 2014, 23-12, I'll take it every time against the spread at 657. This awful 2013 season, ironically, I went 25-10 straight up against the money line, but I did not hit the number very often at 15-20, 429 winning percentage against the spread in bowl season in 2013. 2012, I went 23-16, and in 2011, I went 21-14 against the spread. I will take that every time at 60%. That will make some money. For a number of years, I started to make confidence picks because, of course, if you make predictions, there are games in which you feel very confident in your predictions, and then in other games you just feel like you're flipping a coin. So I started to keep track of confidence picks a few years ago. Now, I did not have any confidence picks the last 2 years, but for a span of about 5 years I did confidence picks, and I fared slightly better with those against the spread at 131-86. That's a 604 winning percentage. And then as an added extra bonus over there on Patreon and the Voice of College Football Community, you've got my NFL picks coming up this fall, where I'm not going to go through year by year, but over the past 8 seasons in the NFL, I've hit on 652 against the money line. That's 65.2% against the money line, 532 against the spread, 53.2 against the spread. In postseason play, for some reason in the NFL, I have just torn it up consistently for my entire life. 739 winning percentage in NFL postseason games and 709 against the spread. 71% correct against the spread in NFL postseason games from 2011 through 2018. All right, once again, just thought you would maybe be interested in my prediction record because people love predictions. And I am asked for my weekly predictions here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football, which in the past was always an afterthought. It was always important for me to make my predictions, to keep my prediction record going. That, again, goes all the way back to 1979, and in 1982, I added college football. So I just wanted to make my predictions to keep my record going, to have a record. But many of you know from following me and watching in previous football seasons, I'm clicking on the live stream at 11:45 Eastern Time for those noon games on Saturday and making predictions. So there's not a whole lot of thought that goes into this, but I watch a lot of football, so I typically do fairly well. That's the prediction record. Again, if you would like to take advantage of the offer in putting a few bucks on the games, go to betnow.eu. Go to the link in the description section below. Next to the hashtag Sam Strong, put your money into the account. Get 50% added to your account, and please use the promo code MRTVCFB. Also, join us at the Voice of College Football community, where I will make my weekly predictions each and every week. All right. Predictions, they're fun. They don't mean a whole lot, but here they are. And, of course, next week with the Hawaii and Arizona games on Saturday, along with Miami and Florida, I will make my season predictions for 2019 sometime next week, right here at Mark Rogers TV, the voice of college football. We'll see all of you next time.